Welcome back to another episode where I try and take Weezing to the top of the online rank ladder. Last time we had 2 successful wins. Both of them seem to have been rage quits or disconnects. So today we'll see how far we can go. I did do the damage calculation on the Palafin from the Crit Make It Rain. Turns out +2 max special attack, modest Golden Go cannot one-shot Palafin unless it is crit. So that crit did matter when it came to killing my Palafin, but that's okay. We still won that match. Alright, these are the kinds of matches we like to see where there's not a lot of difference between us and them. This looks like Trick Room. And do you reckon indeed he has Terra Ghost? Surely not, right? Because it sets up the Psychic trait, so it doesn't need to worry about the Fake Out. So surely indeed he won't Terra Ghost. Their Trick Room setters are Armarouge and Gallade. We take them out, they don't get Trick Room up. As always, Weezing is great against the Ursaluna because we stop its what is it? Guts. We stop its guts. What do I want to bring here? Golden Go and Annihilate and Incineroar are the 3 to choose from. Palafin doesn't really match up very well. Oh, it's a lie. Palafin does do well. I don't want to open with Palafin and bother with switching. I think everyone else can take it from there. Annihilate does very well against everything-ish if we Terra him. So I think Annihilate and Incineroar are the choices. I think. We don't need to worry about the facades. We do well. Yeah, I am happy with that. I want to get rid of the Gallade. If we see Gallade, Gallade needs to die. Once Gallade goes, that is the only real threat to essentially everybody. From there, we can just clean the game up. The Ursaluna will only be able to hit Annihilate with its Earthquake or Headlong Rush, depending. We will tank a Headlong Rush, especially if Weezing's alive, and then we can just one-shot in return with Drain Punch. Alright. There's a Gallade there. I don't know if Weezing survives a Headlong Rush, so I'm going to Terra. Then we're going to Taunt, and we're going to Double Edge, because I don't want that thing alive. We are probably the only one tearing, unless they're tearing their Ursaluna. And their Ursaluna may be Ghost. That's okay. This way, if Gallade's going for its Psychic attack, Psych Cutter, or if Ursaluna's going for Headlong Rush, we're going to survive it. We do just get the one-shot. There's no Trick Room going up to them. They probably have no idea how much damage Slacking really can do. And this way, if it's a Swords Dance variant, there's no Swords Dance going up. It is just Facade. Does alright damage to Slacking, but I think it's now too little too late. No Trick Room is fantastic for us. Annihilate is now looking amazing. Annihilate is looking better than amazing. I don't believe this is faster than Slacking. I don't believe. Weezing can be hit by Facade now, but he is burnt, but Facade ignores the burn. So many things to consider. Weezing can just protect this turn. If Slacking goes down, that is okay. This, I think, is the play. Because I now think it's going to want to Facade into Weezing so he can get his guts back. Does go for the Sleep Powder. Oh, it misses. That is unfortunate for them. I thought it was in the Weezing slot. It is Focus Sash. Incineroar's just coming out next turn. It's going to have to protect. If it doesn't, it dies. And then we can now start chipping into this Ursaluna. It is just going for the Facade. I do think the Lilligant protects here. I do imagine. I actually want to go for a bit of a play. I actually feel like faking out the Ursaluna and going for the Sludge Bomb on the Lilligant. Because I feel like it will want to put Incineroar to sleep. Or it's going to protect. I don't see a world where it really wants to stay in. We do get the fake out call right. It goes for the close combat. Incineroar will tank that. And now we pick it up with the Sludge Bomb. So, feels like a very powerful turn, very powerful game one. And if we are able to, I do want to get a knockoff onto whatever comes in here. If it's a Torkoal, I think we double into it, because I am scared of Torkoal. It is the Torkoal. We are going to double into that Torkoal because that thing scares me. I want to get rid of its item. I don't want it getting any eruptions off. I just want it essentially out of here. I think after we get rid of the Torkoal, we just win with Annihilate anyway. Get rid of the Charcoal. And if it is going for the eruption, just lower its health as much as possible. Sard comes out into Weezing. It actually hit really well. That's like this. Oh, I am so glad we did so much of that. It's just as I was saying, Weezing was actually in a very scary HP range, because I feel like if Torkoal went for an overheat, only having 90 health could have been very bad for us. I do think from here we continue aiming for the Torkoal, and I am just going to parting shot into the Ursaluna, cripple it one more time, and I think that'll be game. There is a 10% chance my Annihilate gets burnt on the switch in, but I don't think that matters. Assuming a Heat Wave connects. I don't believe that. No, it doesn't matter, we do just get the kill on the Torkoal, and now it is just Ursaluna versus the world. Does go for the Facade again. Not a crit. Weezing's alive. It could Terra Ghost. I don't believe we've seen a Terra from them yet. There's a part of me that just wants to play around a bit now, but I do think it is just important to kill the Ursaluna. Because I could switch Weezing into Incineroar, then you turn off the Ursaluna, because we will be faster, and then it loses its guts. So I think that's actually the play I'm going to make. So now he has guts. He now does increase damage because of the burn, but we do further reduce its attack. We do get a U-turn off, and now we turn it off again. So we are just crippling this Ursaluna more and more and more. And there's no way he went for Facade into the Weezing slot. I mean, yeah, well, into the Annihilate slot, which is now Weezing. So I do imagine here, and this then buys us the ability to protect. But I do think at this point we've crippled it enough that even if we do lose our Weezing, we should be okay. Now, he should protect here if he's trying to stall out. So we should see him protect because he wants my Weezing to protect, so he also protects. He doesn't. And that's game. Solid win. This is the advantage about, well, both the strength and weakness of Trick Room is Trick Room. If it gets Trick Room up, it's very fast team. As you saw, I outsped it with all my Pokemon, so they would have outsped me with all their Pokemon. They're all bulky. None of them went down in one hit. So, positives and negatives. But I think we played that very well. We got a win. So at the very least, we're climbing. We are 3,400 now, and we're back to that ratio that I like to have, the 2 to 1. So every time you get a win, every time you get a loss, 2 wins means that you are ahead more than you've lost. It does get pretty close if you get someone really low. This is good. So even losing this, we still wouldn't be in a horrible position. A Sun team with an Archaludon. I think that Archaludon is there as a just in case. So if they bring a rain team, they've got an option for rain. I don't see a reason why we don't open Weezing Slacking. Their Murkrow does get Sunny Day and it does get Tailwind, but that would be 2 turns, and I think we could just taunt it. Charizard may be faster than us, and if it's another well, that Indeedee we actually found out was faster than us too. So they're both 2 important things to remember. Into Fire, my Annihilate does do well. In fact, do I actually want to open Palafin here? Oh, they could manually set the Sun up. Nah, Palafin's too much of a risk. Golden goes a risk, so I'd just leave this Annihilate and Incineroar. Same team as Game 1 is going to be our Game 2 team. We are, I believe. Incineroar does match up very, very well, except for Charizard. Something to remember about Charizard is it does get Scorching Sands. That is a ground type move that is super effective into Incineroar and Weezing and Golden Go. It does also get Solar Beam, so Palafin doesn't like it. I've looked at Sun Charizard a few times. I do think Charizard has a lot of potential in the Sun, because it gets Solar Power as it's hidden, so it would be really cool. A Solar Powered Choice Scarf Charizard does crazy amounts of damage. Especially if you go Terrafire, and you just start dropping Heat Waves. It looks incredible. That's a really cool background pic. He's giving himself wings. I do always appreciate the creativity people have with their pictures. Archaludon. I believe they're going for the Tailwind. No Prankster. So I am faster than the Murkrow. Do you think of Terra Ghosts? I think of Terra Ghosts. Do you think it just goes straight for a foul play? That could be scary too. I think it's going to Terra Ghost and go for... Nope, it doesn't Terra Ghost. So that's very annoying. There is no more Reveal Light on it. It may just go straight for the Tailwind. No, it goes for the foul play. They are just trying to remove Slacking straight away. We're going to see a body for... Oh, Draco! How interesting. I don't believe that Marek wants to stay in now. It might just stay in and go for the foul play. But I do believe it wants to switch. It will now die to any attack that I throw at it, except for maybe Weezing's. So I'm not super concerned. We can also play around and let them get weather up. I don't mind anymore. Close combat will finish Archaludon off, and I think that's going to be my play next turn. Weezing takes that very well. Archaludon goes for Electro Shot, so we know Archaludon is now locked in. I think no matter who that Murkrow targets, we're in a good spot. I think this is the play. We will kill the Archaludon now. It's always important to make sure that we don't give it the boosts early. And now this gives us fake out pressure on whatever comes in next turn. I'm now just hoping that this Murkrow doesn't foul play into Annihilate because this will hurt. It is into Incineroar, that is fantastic. We do now have fake out pressure, and I think we may just manually switch Annihilate out into Weezing. Now, Sneasler should have the faster fake out. And I'm trying to think what threat they could still have in the back. Because if we ignore the Sneasler, Annihilate will beat it in a 1v1. Weezing actually beats it in a 1v1 too. He does withdraw his Murkrow, unless he Terra Ghosts, we will get our own fake out. He wants to set up his terrain. We do get our fake out off. And I think this is the perfect time to Terra and knock off into Indeedee. And protect. Because that thing is going to be fast. They are tearing. And it is Terra Psychic. So, as long as they didn't predict me to Terra Poison and go for Expanding Force into my Incineroar, their fighting moves are not going to hurt me. And this knockoff should be huge. It is a close combat. We do eat that up. As long as this is an Expanding Force into my own Incineroar, this should be game. It is Expanding Force. It is into Weezing. Please don't be Focus Sash. It is not Focus Sash. That was a huge turn. They have now lost their Terra. Their Sneasler can't hurt my Incineroar. It has taken a hit from its close combat. Its defenses are dropped. And now it's just Marok and Murkrow. Murkrow and Sneasler. What do we do? Murkrow will just go down to Weezing. So I think hitting into Sneasler is the best play here. Where is it? In case it protects. Murkrow doesn't carry protect. Sneasels usually do. We'll just split the damage. I think Annihilate carries this game at the end. Diaclaw's not going to do much. That did a lot. Sneasler goes down here. Incineroar goes down here, and I think Marok goes down as well. I believe it was doing enough damage. Fantastic. Alright, and another solid win. Another two solid matches. Very happy with how the team's performing now. It is fun playing these higher ranked players because they are actually playing quite well. But we'll see where we've ended up. There we go. Rank 2,713. So that is a great place to be. 40 battles. We are keeping the strong ratio. And we are ending off at 2,713. I will see you all in the next episode.